I have no idea if the lighting kind of is kind of shit, isn't it? Is this thing on the right? That's right. Dallas and New England. I'm on Dallas.
It's a little high and to the outside. You wonder if the outstretched arm there, if the defensive lineman affected that throw to where it couldn't put it flat and right on him. It's funny, Wilkins. I don't know if he's going to be buddies with him after this after getting the strip sack earlier.
Okay, perfect. Damn, of course you run out of time and you can't friggin'. Marvin Jones Jr. still getting it done. Let's go. Jacksonville +2. We'll see. +2.5. Oh, shit. Live on Instagram. Actually, I should have told the older guys. I really don't know what I'm going to bet today. But Abby threw her picks in. They're here. They're updated. I got my picks in. We haven't done the Monday Nighter, but of course we'll do that tomorrow. Yeah, I took Andy here. So let's go down in order from Bet365 because we're going to do some betting. I'm pretty sure all my fantasy lineups are set. They're locked and loaded, ready to go. No problem there. The Bengals only getting 3.5. I thought that would have been a higher number, to be honest. I think the Bengals are a bit more for real. And I'm heavy on Jamar Chase too. I think Jamar Chase is going to love playing like that. Yeah, I think I'm putting a lot of doughy me on some of this stuff. Jamar Chase for a touchdown today. No problem in my books. I'm even going straight to his players' receiving yards. 676.5 at 1.9. 76.5. I think that's a gimme today. I don't like Detroit's secondary. Detroit's been going through a shitty time right now, and I want them to win eventually, but I don't think this is the game. So we're going to have to put a little sprinkle on Jamar Chase for a touchdown. Jamar Chase over 76.5 reception yards. No problemo. 12:37. It's 5 o'clock somewhere. That's a big kick. Wow. Jacksonville ties it up at 20 with 3:40 to go in the fourth. What's that 2.5 looking like now? But yeah, that's all I'm doing. We got NFL Network up here too. They're talking about who's winning today. Seahawks, Steelers. I'm taking the Steelers. Spoiler alert. I don't know. Geno Smith. They're actually talking about it. I wonder if I should put it up. Oh, they're done already. But I think the Steelers -5 is pretty good value for tonight. I think their defense might sack Geno Smith. We're going to dive into any, Geno Smith options for picks. I wonder what that's going to look like. But yeah, this Cincy game, that's what I'm staying with. Jamar Chase, I'm all over it. Maybe we'll circle back on that depending on what other games look like. This computer's slow as hell, but that's okay. We'll get there. We're running out of time. My dad's going to come over today and watch some football. That's always a good time. Green Bay, Chicago. I'm liking Green Bay. I pick Green Bay. Abby's on Chicago. I don't hate the Chicago pick. I think this game might be a bit closer than you think. Green Bay -5.5. I'm not going to touch it, but I think Green Bay is going to win. They're the better team, and it's only I don't know. I'm looking for Green Bay to win 6 in a row here. I think it's very doable. It's very, very, very easy. But I'm going to stay away from that game for now. Actually, no, let's look into some player props. I love some player props with Devontae Adams. Why not, right? I'm sure it's not going to be too much for him to get a touchdown. Whoops. Yeah, it's 1.9 for Devontae to score a touchdown. I think that's going to happen. I'm not going to really mess with it, though. And then I always got to check out his receiving yards. 96.5. Might have to circle back on that. But yeah, just for now, we're taking Green Bay in the pick pool. I'm pretty confident on that. At least London's getting a good game. The two teams I'm a little off on, but you know, it is what it is. I said on Instagram, why are the two teams that play in Florida going all the way to London to play? But the fans like it, so you got to like that. All right, Houston and the Indianapolis Colts. I think Abby's on Houston. No, we're both on Indy. We got Indy wrong last week with the Thursday game, I think it was, or even Monday. So a little bit of a short week for them. But Indy played pretty well against Baltimore, and I think they're going to win this game. They should win it easily. The spread's -11.5. I might tease that later. Ooh, you know what? I might tease that Green Bay game. That seems like a good one. But Indianapolis Colts are the survivor pick this week for Groomer. Sit up a bit. I think there's 11 people in the pool that took Indy. What's up, Jack? I took Indy in the pool. I think Jonathan Taylor could go off a little bit. Naheem Hines might get some action. With him in fantasy, though, he's more of a boom or bust kind of guy. But taking Indy, no more bets on that, or 0 bets on that. Not a fan. Kansas City Chiefs -6.5 at the Washington football team. Taking Kansas City. This is also one of my favorite teasers of the day. I think I'm not ready to give Kansas City a lot of credit. They've played some hard teams, but this is the week where I want them to show me that we're real, blah, 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 yada, yada. We lost a couple games, but they need a bit of a statement game, not for the NFL, but for themselves. They need this win for themselves, hardcore here. But yeah, I don't want to go to that game right away. What are we looking at next here? The Chargers and the Baltimore Ravens is probably my favorite game so far. There they go, not talking about Najee Himes. I saw that on Twitter. It's not Najee Harris. It's Najee. Like it's a G. Najee Harris. Shout out to him. I'm going to get his jersey for Christmas. Have to. So yeah, Chargers, Ravens. Ravens getting -3 at home. I like the Chargers here. And I think for the pick'em pool, I am going to take them. I think Abby's on Baltimore. Yes, she is. I'm going to take the Chargers. I think Eckler could have a big game. I think the Chargers defense might be able to slow down Lamar, but that's a tough thing to do. This is just going to be a really good football game, but because I'm the AFC North, I'm going to take the Chargers. Let's go. Getting +3. I don't think I'm going to bet anything there, but I want to look at the player props. I think Austin Eckler could have a heck of a day from the scrimmage line, and it's at 109.5. So you like that, but I'm not going to take that. I'm not going to bet that. I think that's a bit too much for me. I do want to see what he's getting for a touchdown. Austin Eckler getting 2.1 for a touchdown. I'm going to have to circle that and maybe come back to it. I like him to score today, maybe even a couple times. So Eckler, yeah, we'll circle back. But yeah, Abby's on Baltimore. I'm on the LA Chargers. I think that's going to be one of the best games of today. We've got the two TVs going, so we're going to have Steelers are tonight, so that's amazing. So I'll pick a good game here on this TV. We'll have NFL Network and the DAZN, and then on this beautiful computer, I'm going to have the golf because it's Rory McIlroy and Ricky Fowler in the final grouping. So that just has a lot of fun on it. Maybe I'll throw some darts today too. What I do? Let's go. LA Rams, New York Giants. The Rams are only favored by 7.5. I'm taking that 7.5 right now at 1.95. I'm going to throw a little sprinkle on that. That's one of my favorites of today. I think the Rams are angry with the way a couple of these last games have gone for them. And I think they're going to win by double digits, no problem. I'm on the Rams today. I believe Abrielle is also on the Rams. Let's see. Yeah, we're both on the LA Rams. The Giants are without, of course, Saquon. Booker's looked okay coming in. Slayton might be a game-time decision. Sterling Shepard's back. Kadarius Toney, let's see what he can do. But the Rams are too good. The Rams are too good. They're angry. They want to win. I think they're going to win handily. And I'm taking that -7.5 as the road team. Minnesota, Carolina. Man, this is the first time in a while I'm going to sit down and really watch every single game. But I might have to tune back into this because I enjoy watching Carolina. I haven't watched too much, but they're a team I wanted to see. I wanted to watch. Minnesota, they're way better than I thought this year. But I do kind of like the Vikings. I wonder what that would look like on a tease. But ultimately, Abby and I are both on the Carolina Panthers. I think that home option might be a thing. And really, when I visualize it, I know they're without CMC, but I don't think that'll be too much of a problem. I think Carolina could squeak this game out. It's a squeaker for me. I'm not going to look at any player props there. Maybe we'll look into all of that later, but let's keep going through these games. With Arizona Cardinals and the Cleveland Browns. This is a banged up game. I've heard the defense is banged up on both sides. Arizona is not going to have any coaches on the sideline due to COVID. I do like Arizona's value at 2.35, but I think because they're banged up, I think Cleveland without Nick Chubb, they'll still be able to get it done. Quick fantasy talk. I have Odell Beckham Jr. in fantasy, and I haven't started him once, and I don't think I will start him once. It's just too much of he's projected for like 13 points, and that's not enough. And it's very rare that he's gone over that 13-point mark. He hasn't had a big booming game yet, and I don't know. Maybe Baker Mayfield and him don't get it going. I've heard on the news why don't they trade Odell to a team? That would be cool. I don't see it happening, but he can be a boom player for them. But you can't start Odell Beckham Jr. right now in fantasy. Oh, a big play just happened with Jacksonville. Is it a turnover on downs by Miami? Sure looks like it. Jacksonville loving it. Let's go get that +2.5. So, yeah, I'm going to take the Browns. I think Abby's on Arizona. I'm taking Cleveland. I hate to say it, but shout out to my grandpa. That was his team, so let's ride with them. I'm going to quickly look at some player props here. What time we got? 12:47. We got to get these picks in. My goodness. Kareem Hunt to score a touchdown at 1.66, not worth it. Kyler Murray, 2.37 for a touchdown. He's dealing with some shoulder issues, I've heard. Is Chase Edmonds playing or not? Uh-oh. I need to double check that in a few minutes here. Let's go to player rush yards. That's something I was very interested in, if I could find it. Player rushing yards. I want to see what Kyler Murray was getting. He's been running like an animal lately. I think he's going to have to today. It's only at 27.5 yards. I think I'm taking that. I'm not going to throw too much on it, but I think it's worth the value. Kyler Murray over 27.5 rushing yards. Yeah, put that in. I like that. So Abby's on Arizona, but I'm on Cleveland. I think Kareem Hunt's going to have a big game today, and Cleveland wins. It's unfortunate, but Cleveland wins. That's going to be a really good game too, though, and that's your 4 o'clock game. I think that's my favorite of the 4 o'clock games. We only have 3 of them. Let's get into the next one. Dallas in New England. Dallas is 3.5. Abby and I are both on Dallas. I think that's a very good pick. I expect them to easily clear that 3.5 spread. Miami's defense getting it done. You can't take a sack there. I'm taking Dallas. I'd take that spread, but we might circle back again. Player props, not interested in it. Las Vegas, Denver. This is a huge stay away game for me. I think Las Vegas needs a win, morally on the field, all of it. They need a win going through the Gruden crap. So see you later to him. Las Vegas getting 2.8 on the money line. That's probably my favorite part of all this is Vegas on the money line. I think this is going to be a slow, gross kind of game that might have flashes of awesome excitement. But I'm going to take Las Vegas, actually. I'm on Vegas. Abby's actually on Denver. I like that 2.8 money line, so we're just going to have to do a little bit there as well. And then we get into the Sunday Nighter. Seattle Seahawks at the Pittsburgh Penguins. Pittsburgh Steelers. -5 for the Steelers. Damn, I wish that number was 3 so bad. But I can't trust the Steelers right now with any spreads whatsoever. You don't know what team's going to show up. If their defense shows up, I think they could sack Geno Smith a lot. I think they could rush him into plays. Of course, they cannot protect Big Ben. I think if Najee Harris has a day, he will have a day. No Juju, but the Steelers are very lucky to have a lot of talent at wideout. I think they'll protect Big Ben enough to win this game. I'm not taking anything on it, but I do want to look some player props, actually. I think Najee Harris at 2.10 is good value to score a touchdown. I'm just going to take a quick look at his scrimmage yards. Big Ben kind of shares the ball a bit too much for me, so I'm not going to look at any wide receiver options. It's 114.5 scrimmage yards for Najee Harris. So, yeah, I'm not going to mess around with that. Alex Collins is only 69.5, but I think this defense, it'll be a very defensive game for the Steelers. They're going to, if the defense on the Steelers plays well, they'll win this game. Quickly looking at player interceptions, Geno Smith 1.4 throw a pick, Big Ben 1.9 to throw a pick. With Big Ben, you never know where he's going to throw the ball. I think that's a pretty good option to that he might throw on at 1.9. I'm not going to bet it, but I do like it. Okay, we've run through every game. Oh, Abby's on Seattle. Did I mention that? And on the Thursday Nighter, Abby and I both had Tampa Bay. If you didn't see that, that was a good game. Okay, here we go. 8 minutes till football. I got to go look at fantasy. This was kind of fun. Do a little every before football betting sesh, looking sesh, who's going to win sesh. Next time I want it to be longer. This isn't long enough. Got to give all my fans a bit more time to come in and say hello. All right, have a good day. Enjoy. This is basically me, 2 TVs, and this is where I'll be if you need me. Football day. Enjoy it, and I'll talk to you. See you later, YouTube, and see you later, Instagram. Peace out.